Well, good evening, everybody. Still filing in, I see. Starting to file in now. Get everything up and running looking here. A little high. Yeah, Dave, you like the new coat? Cousin made this for me. It's going to be great for the live shows. So you got everything around here. And it keeps me safe when I'm jogging at night. Starting to file in now. All right, 16, 17 people, not bad. 18 now. Let's get it up. Let's get it up to 100. Why not? You like that, Buddha? Rye made that for me. Also gave me these awesome new glasses that light up as I talk. Oh, check out the back, too. And the sleeves. As I was telling Dave there, Zach, it keeps me safe when I'm jogging at night. Miss Jenny's back. Welcome, Miss Jenny. I got one on order, Dave. I got one on order. I wasn't expecting this coat. This coat arrived at my doorstep about 30 minutes before I went live here. So I didn't have a hat that matched it, but I just ordered one actually. And the hat that I ordered fits this really nice. It's green with lights in it. It's gonna look really nice. Yeah, you don't want to Incredible Hulk this jacket. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Nadia Peterson. Good to see you guys back. All right, remember, please, no posting answers in the chat room. Thanks, Max. Filthy Rich. Hey, I can't wait for you to see the video I made. Me, Filthy Rich, and Judge Jimmy James. We made a new show last night, and I spent all night learning how to edit better. And and how to put things in videos. And if you haven't seen the boxing show yet, you're going to want to see it, because starting next week, once I learn how to put all those sports show graphics in there, it's going to be really nice. And then that new show that we filmed is actually going to drop on Sunday, tomorrow. So check that out, where we actually play a game show. It's a recap of our boxing show. First off, we bring on my friend Judge Jimmy James, and we recap our Filthy Five from the last week. But we also play a game show every week, so you guys can come in and join and play. It's usually boxing themed. This week we played Who Said It? Is it either a Donald Trump quote or a Mike Tyson quote? And as you'll see, it was a lot harder than you thought it would be. It was, we really struggled with it, but it was a lot of fun. So that video drops tomorrow. That's going to be Bruisin' Boxing Unanimous Decision. And that's going to appear every Sunday. And of course, the Bruisin' Boxing appears every Thursday. And of course, trivia every Saturday here. 21 people already? All right. Hey, we are so close to getting to our 100 subscriber goal. Please tell your friends to subscribe. We're less than 30 away, and then we don't have to have that super long, boring link with all the stupid letters and numbers in there. It'll just be youtube.com/RaiderLive that you could tell people. It'd be so much nicer. So please tell your friends, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. If you have another account, another YouTube account that you've never used, subscribe through that. Let's get close. We're really close. As you see, we're dressed to play. Hey, my mom's in. Hi, Mom. The glasses are tripping you out. Well, this show is a little tough for people with epilepsy, so I should probably put that warning out there. Miss Jenny already dropping the excuses why she's going to lose to Buddha. Well, shoot, it's almost 8 o'clock. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. You guys got your bets all figured out with who you're playing with? I hope so, because we're going to get this thing started. Ha ha ha! Zinga! Just letting the last few people funnel in here. We're up to 25, so that's pretty good. Start here in 2 minutes. And if this is your first time playing, welcome. We're going to have 2 games of trivia tonight. You can play with people in your quarantine, text your friends, play against them. Gambling is encouraged with each other. Please don't put any answers in the chat room. Hi, Sleepy Engineer. Welcome to the game. Okay, so this trivia game, if you haven't played before, we're going to have 10 regular questions in the first round. They're each worth 1 point apiece. Then we're going to have a mystery round with 4 questions, or each are going to be worth 2 points apiece. Then we'll have a final question. The final question will be worth 5 points. 5 points. And then we'll play a second game, because that's what we do. And we have some fun. So, let's put on the Chill 7. Let's everyone sit back, relax, and have some quarantine trivia fun. You guys ready? Sir, Samantha Green, first timer. Hey, thank you for joining us. Please subscribe. Can everyone hear me all right and hear the music all right? Are we sitting good with everyone who can hear me right? Throw me in the chat if you can hear me okay. Can hear the music all right? Ryan Hype sent you. That's great. Yeah, he did a lot. He made me this jacket, this beautiful jacket here. All right, so the first round. There's Jess. Hi, Jess. No mercy against Judge Jimmy James tonight, please. For the first round, your categories are going to be up there. For the first question, we're going to have explorers, colors. Nicole, this is something you play at home. Keep your own score. Don't post it anywhere here. We haven't got that technology yet. This is more of a fun live show that you can play against people in your house, or you can text your friends and play against them on the honor system. You write down your own scores. Hi, Kelly. You write down your own scores. At the end, post your scores in here. We'll have it bragging rights, whoever had what. So once again, every question in the first round of these 10 categories are going to be worth 1 point. Then we're going to play a mystery round that's going to be worth 2 points apiece for 4 questions. And then we'll have the final round question worth 5 points. Then we'll take a beer break, as we call it. And then we'll run and we'll start a second game. And we'll have 2 full fun games of trivia. Thank you for joining us, Nicole. Please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. We're so close to 100. We're hoping to get there tonight. And thank you, Ryan, by the way, for this awesome jacket. If you haven't seen Ryan on our shows on this channel, Staying Home in Minnesota, great shows. Also, he's part of Pop Rocks, which is a fantastic band once we get out of quarantine to go check out in the Minneapolis area. They're at poprocksrocks.com. The music, of course, is always provided by Chill 7 of Minneapolis band. We will put the link to their hey, thank you, Samantha, to their iTunes account if you want to buy the lovely Chill 7 music that we have. All right, let's get it going here. As I said, the first round category is Explorers. Welcome, Sleepy Engineer. Hey, thank you. It's good to know that the search feature's working. Have some fun with this. All right, first question, Explorers. Second will be in colors. Third will be in sports movies. Fourth is in meat. Fifth is in government. Sixth, we're going to go into mythology. Seventh category is called In the Mail. In the Mail. 8 will be about running backs. For those of you who do not know about sports, that's a football question. 9 will be about spin-offs. And finally, we'll end the first round with rivers. So you guys ready to go? You got your pens, papers ready? You texted your friends? Because question number 1 is coming right at you right now. Question number 1. In popular culture, explorer Ponce de Leon is associated with the search for what mythical location, which allegedly has restorative powers? To all of those of you new here, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It means a lot. Please subscribe. We're trying to hit that 100 goal so we can get our own custom URL so we don't have to send a copied link every time. If you had fun, tell your friends. Why not? We're all in this together. All right, time's up on question number 1. In popular culture, explorer Ponce de Leon is associated with the search for what mythical location, which allegedly has restorative powers? If you said the Fountain of Youth, you would be correct. Correct. Give yourself 1 point if you had the Fountain of Youth. All right, the second category is in colors. In colors, what is the most common color in auroras when seen from the ground? This color is produced when charged particles collide with oxygen at lower altitudes. This show is being broadcast from Minnesota. We don't get to see northern lights very often unless you go way up north. Been to Alaska a bunch, seen it up there. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure you've seen pictures, even if you're coming from a place where you don't get to see it very often. What's the most common color of auroras? And not the one centralized in Seymour Skinner's kitchen. Breckenridge, Minnesota. You might know the answer to this. That's pretty far up north as far as I remember. My Minnesota geography is a little off. All right, you guys all got your answers down? I hope so, because the answer for question number 2 is coming right at you. What is the most common color in auroras when seen from the ground? This color is produced when charged particles collide with oxygen at lower altitudes. Could have said a lot of things. Could have said orange, could have said green, could have said blue. But unless you said green, you were wrong, because green is the correct answer. If you got that right, give yourself 1 point. 1 point. Once again, this is Chill 7's a Minneapolis band. You can find them on iTunes. Great music. They provide our theme music every week, and I thank them for that. Let's move on to question number 3 in sports movies. In a league of their own, Dottie Hinson, Marla Hooch, what a hitter, and Doris Murphy all play for what team, which is managed by Jimmy Dugan? I need both the city and the team name. I need both the city and the team name. For instance, if it was the Yankees, you couldn't just say Yankees, you have to say the New York Yankees. League of Their Own, Dottie Henson, Marla Hooch, what a hitter, and Doris Murphy, the third baseman, all play for what team, which is managed by Jimmy Dugan? Once again, I need both the city and the team name. All right. There is no crying in baseball. That is correct. Because in a league of their own, Dottie Henson, Marla Hooch, and Doris Murphy played in the all-girls baseball league, professional league, which was managed by Jimmy Dugan, played by Tom Hanks. I needed both the city and the team name for the team they played for. If you said the Racine Bells, that's wrong, because that's what they played in the World Series, and that's actually won the World Series in that movie. They were the Rockford Peaches. The Rockford Peaches. I'm a peach. All right, category number 4 is in meat. Albany beef was a slang for term popularized in the 18th and 19th centuries for the meat of what type of animal? Who's Lou? I do love that. It's a great movie, actually. I love that movie. I love whenever he argues with the umpire. That was great. All right, but question number 4 was, Albany beef was a slang term popularized in the 18th and 19th century for the meat of what type of animal? Hello to everybody at Filthy Rich's work that's watching this. He said he played it on the thing at work last week. You guys all had a good time with it. Thank you for all that you guys do there. And you got to check out his new show where he plays Trumper Tyson. That releases tomorrow on Rated Live. That's Bruiser Boxing, unanimous decision with Judge Jimmy James. We're on question number 4 right now. Albany beef was a slang term popularized in the 18th and 19th centuries for the meat of what type of animal? You need to tell me the type of animal, because the answer is, if you said cow, you're wrong. Because Albany beef is actually sturgeon, but if you said fish, that's fine. I said animal. But sturgeon is the exact animal. But fish is all right with me. If you said fish, congratulations. Let's move on to question number 5 in government. I know everyone boos the government. In 2017, Ben Carson was appointed to be the secretary of what U.S. cabinet level department? That is when he woke up. By the way, I know the hat does not match the jacket. For those of you joining late, this jacket was made to me by Ryan Hype on our channel here. I got it 30 minutes before the show started, so obviously I don't have a hat that matches it yet. I put one on order, but isn't this beautiful? Look, it's got the question marks on the sides. It's got one on the back. When I start doing live bar shows again, this is going to be a fun jacket to wear. All right, I hope you turn in your answers for question number 5, because in 2017, Ben Carson was appointed to be the secretary of what U.S. cabinet level department? I needed the department. And if you said the Housing and Urban Development Department, you are correct. Or just HUB. HUB works too. Yeah, but Josh has no style. I'm just kidding, brother. I love you. I miss you. I'm sure that beard is growing out amazing at this point. Guy grows a beard like a hermit. It's amazing. All right, question number 6. In mythology, what Roman god of fire shares his name with a humanoid species in the Star Trek universe? Just a reminder, all these questions in round number 1 are worth 1 point. 1 point apiece. How you guys all doing so far, point-wise? Throw some point totals in the chats here. See where you're at. $7.6 questions in. That's amazing. I hope you didn't do your own taxes. 2, Dave. Oh, that's disappointing, Dave. I expect more out of you. Ma, you only got 1. That's Well, you'll pick it up here later. I'm sure you got this one right. Dave, I'm sure you got this one right too. Because question number 6 says, in mythology, what Roman god of fire shares his name with a humanoid species in the Star Trek universe? So many species. But if you're here in Minnesota, you know all about the Vulcans. Because that's what they are. The Vulcan was the Vulcan Roman god of fire. And of course, Mr. Spock was a Vulcan. So if you got that right, give yourself 1 point. 1 point. Moving on to question number 7. In the category of In the Mail, tell me, within 5 cents, as of January 2020, what is the USPS rate to send a standard postcard? I don't know if anyone sends postcards anymore. You don't know mythology, but you should have known Star Trek, David. I mean, come on. I love me some Star Trek. Everyone should know Star Trek. If you haven't watched Star Trek, I mean, I don't know what to say to you at this point anymore. Come on. I can even do that. I don't even have to pull them apart. You know, I just whoop. All right, we're checking to see if any of you have mailed a postcard in a while, because you need to tell me within 5 cents. So I'm giving you a 5-cent barrier here. As of January 2020, what is the USPS rate to send a standard postcard? And that would be 35 cents. So if you said anything between 30 and 40, you'd be correct. 30 and 40 cents. That's 35 cents to send a postcard as of January. That'll probably go way up now from what I hear. The post office is hurting, so it might be $2 to send a postcard now. But I'm asking January this year, how much was it? And it was 35 cents. So if you said anything between 30 and 40, give yourself 1 point. Let's move on to question number 8 in the category of running backs. For those of you who don't know sports, that's football. The only running back taken in the first round of the 2019 NFL Draft played college football at what Southeastern Conference school? So again, last year there was only one running back taken in the first round. He's really good too. He's on my fantasy teams, a couple of them. But I need to know not who the player is. I need to know where he went to college. It was an SEC conference school, so that should be able to narrow it down for you sports fans. If you can think of a running back, but you can't think of where he went to, there's only so many SEC schools he could have came from. It's not Brett Favre. He went to Southern Miss. I don't believe that's an SEC school. And he's not a running back. He's a quarterback. And he's retired. He was not drafted last year. But I appreciate the comment. Do not throw the answers in the chat, though, Ma. Even when they're incredibly wrong. Once again, question number 8. The only running back taken in the first round of the 2019 NFL Draft played college football at which SEC conference school? The answer, the player was Josh Jacobs. Did you know where he played school, though? He played school at the University of Alabama. There he was. Crimson Tide. Plays for the Oakland Raiders. Now the Las Vegas Raiders have now. So, hope you got that one right. If you did, give yourself a point. Because we're moving on to question number 9. The category is spin-off. What fictional TV family was the subject of a sitcom that had several spin-offs, including a variety show that aired from 1976 to 1977, and a continuation series that aired in 1981 and 1990. I need the name of the family, not the name of the show. I need the fictional TV family. For instance, if it was Family Guy, it's not, obviously, but you would say the Griffin family. Not the name of the show. You would give me the Griffin family. It's not Family Guy, though. Although I think they have spoofed this family a few times. All right, time's up for question number 9. What fictional TV family was the subject of a sitcom that had several spin-offs, including a variety show that aired from 1976 to 1977, and continuation series that aired in 1981 and 1990? Well, if you knew the name of the spin-offs, you're going to get the question right, because the spin-offs names were The Brady Bunch Hour, The Brady Brides, and The Bradys. So obviously the answer is The Brady Family, The Brady Bunch. I needed The Brady Family. If you said Brady Bunch and you're playing with someone at home, you guys can fight that one out. I did say family, but I'm not there to tell you what's right and wrong. I'm just going to tell you what I think is right and wrong. And it's because it's my show. So let's move on to question number 10 in rivers. The last 1-point question of this round. At more than 1,500 miles in length, the Murray River is the longest on which of the 7 continents? Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the show. See any others popping in here? Up to 32. Oh, we're doing so good. Thank you, Miss Jenny. Need to get you back on the Xbox. I miss those laughs. The hot foots. Those of you who don't know what a hot foot is, well, it's in baseball too, but when we play video games, especially the war video games, and you have a rocket launcher, instead of shooting it at somebody, you shoot it at their foot, give them the old hot foot, or as Miss Jenny liked to call it, the old hot sock. All right, the last 1-point question of the game number 1. At more than 1,500 miles in length, the Murray River is the longest on which of the 7 continents? So, there's 7 continents to choose from. You had a 1 in 7 shot. And I hope you said Australia, because that's where it is. It's down by Victoria in Australia. Southern tip. If you said Oceania, sure, I guess that's fine. I think that's technically the continent's name, but when I was in school, they always called the continent Australia. So, Australia is good with me. All right, let's move on to the mystery round. The mystery round category this week is books, books, books. Each of these is going to be worth 2 points. There's going to be 4 questions about books here. These are all questions about books that people are likely to be reading or have read. So, each of these next 4 questions are worth 2 points. We're going to give you each question. I'm going to give you each question. Don't worry about it if you missed one right away, because I'm going to put all 4 of them up there at the end, and then we'll go through the answers one by one. Reminder, each one of these is worth 2 points. 2 points. Category this week, books, books, books. First question. The best-selling novel of all time is widely considered to be what early 17th century novel by Miguel de Cervantes about the title knight and his squire Sancho Panza? I need the name of the novel. So in this round, you just want to write 1, 2, 3, and 4. Write your answer down there, because we're going to do all 4 answers after we do all 4 questions. It's a whole round. And they're all worth 2 points apiece. All right, the second one in books, books, books. 2 2019 bestsellers on the New York Times paperback nonfiction list are both reprints and commentary of a report released by what man who served as special counsel to an FBI investigation from 2017 to 2019. So very recently, obviously. Glad to see everyone got the new link too. We had some technical difficulties. I tried to set this thing up with no delay, and it didn't work. So I have about a 1.5, 2 second delay between what I say and when I see it. So when you pop something up in there, I think there's about a 2.5 second delay or so. So if you're wondering why, hey, he didn't say anything for me for a while when I said something in there, it's because I didn't see it yet. Or I saw it right away, but it's a delay to you. All right. Second mystery round question again was 2019 bestsellers on the New York Times paperback nonfiction list are both reprints and commentary of a report released by what man who served as a special counsel to an FBI investigation from 2017 to 2019. The third mystery round question, the most popular ranked list of social categorizing website, Goodreads, is titled Best Books Ever and includes over 180,000 voters who have collectively ranked what 2008 book, the first in a trilogy, as the best book. I need the book. Samantha Green, it's alright if you suck at this. We have a whole second game coming up too. So if you didn't do good the first game, chances are I think you're going to do great in the second game. And if you don't, oh well, we're having fun anyway. What else are we doing on quarantine night? Getting drunk, playing trivia. Pretending we're at a bar, playing live bar trivia. Once again, the third mystery question, the most popular ranked list on the social categories. Wow, okay, let's try that again. The most popular ranked list on the social categorizing website Goodreads is titled Best Books Ever and includes over 180,000 voters who have collectively ranked what 2008 book, the first in a trilogy, as the best book. Alright, and the final mystery round question. With sales of over 500 million copies, what book series, introduced in 1997, is the best-selling series of all time? Once again, with sales over 500 million copies, what book series, introduced in 1997, is the best-selling series of all time? So I'm going to put all four of those up there in case you missed one. And I'll give you about another minute or two to think about that. And then we'll go over the answer to the mystery round, because the mystery round is worth 2 points apiece. If you're behind against whoever you're playing against, you can make a big comeback in this one. If you're ahead, holding on to a lead, the last question after this is going to be worth 5 points. So, it's anybody's ball game at this point. You guys ready for some answers? I think we're ready for some answers. Alright, and books. The first one, the best-selling novel of all time, is widely considered to be what early 17th century novel by Miguel de Cervantes about a title knight and his squire, Sancho Panza? Well, that one is Don Quixote. Don Quixote. The second one was the 2019 bestsellers on the New York Times paperback nonfiction list are both reprints and commentary of a report released by what man who served as special counsel to an FBI investigation from 17 to 19. That, of course, is Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller. You got those right. It's worth 2 points apiece, remember. The third one, the most popular ranked list on a social categorizing website, Goodreads, is titled Best Books Ever and includes over 180,000 voters who have collectively ranked what 2008 book, the first in a trilogy, as the best book. That one would be The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games. Believe it or not, I've never seen the movie. I've been told I need to watch it, especially since we may all be heading towards the Hunger Games here soon. And then the last one, with sales over 500 million copies, what book series, introduced in 1997, is the best-selling series of all time? If you didn't know books, I'm sure you got that one, because that, of course, is Harry Potter. I'm sure Jess got that one right. Alright, add up your scores because we're going to the final question. And this one's worth 5 points. 5 whole points. Then we'll have a quick break. And then we'll play game number 2. And by quick, I mean I'm just going to run grab a beer. That's it. Go to the bathroom. Give yourself 2 minutes. But the final question category is in video game history. Video game history. So, you guys ready for the final question? It's worth 5 points in video game history. Here we go. Among the original games released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in October of 1985, 3 had one-word titles that are sports, not including Excitebike. Name 2 of those 3 black box games. The original games that came out on Nintendo were called black box games. There were 3 sports games, not including Excitebike, that had one-word names. I need those 2 of those 3 sports titles. 2. You must get both 2 to get the full 5 points. So, don't say 3 unless you're for sure, because I only need 2, and you have to get them both right to get the points. Everyone had a Nintendo. I still have one somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. Anyone remember playing Excite Bike? Make your own courses? I hated that thing because your bike would always overheat and make that annoying alarm sound. My guy would always wipe out because I'd always make the biggest jumps and never figure it out. But we're not talking Excite Bike. We're talking the 3 other sports games that had one-word titles that came out in 1985. 1985. Translation problem. I don't know what that is. Alright, I hope you got your answers down, got your guesses in. For the final question of game number 1, worth 5 points. Among the original games released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in October of 1985, 3 had one-word titles that are sports, not including Excite Bike. Name 2 of those 3 games. There could have been. I see. Well, here's the answers. You need to have 2 of these to be correct. You should only have 2 answers down. The first one was baseball. Baseball was one of the originals came out. Baseball. Plain old baseball. Alright, the second one was tennis. Tennis. Never played that one. Never played that one. Remember, you have to have 2 of the 3. So I hope you had at least one of them. Waiting on this third one. Because the third one was golf. Good old golf. With, looks like Mario in his 60s or 70s playing on the cover there. So, if you got 2 of those 3, you get yourself 5 points. Throw down your scores for game number 1 into the chat here. Just let me take a peek. See who's doing great. See if these are a little hard this week. I feel like they're right in that middle range. Right in that middle range. We're going to take our quick bathroom and beer break. So if you need to go grab yourself a beer, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a pee, whatever you got to do, go do it now. We're going to start this next game, game number 2, in exactly 2 minutes from now. 2 whole minutes. Good comeback, Dave. Game Master's Vault, welcome. Thanks for coming in. 16 points, that's a good start. 14 points, that's a pretty good score. It's a good comeback. 11 got you the win over Josh. Whoa. 11 for Nicole. Skiing. Oh, was that a game? I don't remember if that was a Nintendo game. I remember Winter Games. That's the only skiing game I remember. I'm usually drinking a Minnesota beer. I love local breweries. But this one kind of helps my throat. I got a little summer shandy going here. Just because I miss summer. And it's tie at the Larson's house. Oh, well, it's all going to come down to game number 2 then. Samantha was 7. I'm sure you'll do better in the next game. Ma, you had 4. All right. That's all right. I'm sure everyone will do better in the second game. Except 16. That's going to be a tough score to beat. If you got a low score, don't feel bad. This is normally team trivia questions. So, if you did really well, when everything opens back up, you need to get yourself a team. Get out and play some bar trivia. Because you'll be the MVP of your team. And if you got a low score, that's alright. We're here chilling out. Enjoying some smooth music. Margaritas at the Larson's house. Ho, jeez. Well, if you guys tied in the first game, it's double or nothing in the second game. You know that. I hope everyone's subscribed. If you haven't, please do and share. Because we're trying to get over 100 here. That's our goal for tonight. If we can get over 100 tonight, that'll be awesome. We were like 30 away. But I'm hoping with the... thank you, Ryan Hype, again, for making an event for this. And brought in a bunch of new people. If you had fun, if you're having fun, it's not over yet. But if you're having fun, please tell your friends about it. You guys can play over text messages. You know, you can have bets. Do whatever you want. I encourage gambling. Back before the world ended, I was in the gambling career. So, thank you for subscribing, Samantha. I appreciate that. All right, who's ready for game number 2? Hope everyone's got their new drinks. Because those are the categories for the first round of game number 2. So the first one's viral videos. Hopefully this becomes one. That would be great. You could play against each other in Zoom. You could also probably text each other or call each other. I mean, whatever. Just don't go over to each other's houses right now. First off, it doesn't help anybody. We gotta get this thing done and stay quarantined away from each other. And second, if you guys are at separate houses, I get more viewers. Ha ha! Ryan is pretty awesome. Ryan's not even hosting the show, and Ryan's doing awesome. But he is pretty awesome. I mean, look at this awesome jacket he made me. I mean, this is one of the coolest things I've ever had, man. This is really cool. I can't wait to wear this again when in civilization. But we are going to have a music trivia at some point. I just have to figure out how to do it without getting copyrighted. Because YouTube does not like copyright things. So, I don't know which laugh it was. If it was the normal laugh or the ha-ha, that one, the old David Letterman laugh that we used to do. But the categories for game number 2, let's get this thing going here, or we're going to be sitting here talking all night. First one's in viral videos. Again, I hope this becomes one. It's not about this show, though. Second one will be about actors. Third will be in companies. Fourth will be in clubs. Fifth will be in birds. 6 is in astronauts. 7, oh, I love you too, Mr. and Mrs. Nadia Peterson. 7 will be samples. 8 is in heroes. BP, you're my hero. 9 is in birth names. And then we'll round out the second round of game, or the first round of game number 2 in stations. So, let's get to question number 1 in viral videos. In a video that went viral in May 2019, a 96-year-old veteran performed the Star-Spangled Banner before a U.S. national women's soccer team match on what instrument? You think I'm not going to wear this jacket when I go out shopping, David? That's just ridiculous. Of course I am. I may wear this thing out. But, and it fits too. I don't know how you got my size, but that's awesome. Once again, this is a new game, so the points you made in the first game don't matter unless you guys are playing a double or nothing with your spouse or whoever you're playing against. All gambling encouraged. But it technically starts over on points-wise. So, this one's worth 1 point. In a video that went viral in May of 2019, a 96-year-old veteran performed the Star-Spangled Banner before a U.S. national team soccer match. On what instrument? Question number 1 answer coming your way. That instrument was a harmonica. I actually went and watched this as preparing for the show. It was really cool. It was really cool. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. Really neat. Going on to question number 2 in actors. What actor portrayed twins Charlie and Donald Kaufman in the 2002 film Adaption? Adaption. Was actually one of my favorite actors. As J-Max, if he's still in this room, I'm sure he is. He can attest to this is one of my favorite actors. Should be one of everyone's favorite actors. Wow, this is the most active the chat room's been in a while. This is awesome. All right. Once again, question number 2. What actor portrayed twins Charlie and Donald Kaufman in the 2002 film Adaption? If you haven't seen this movie, Adaptation. Adaptation? Is that what it is? Adaptation? Could be adaptation. I've never seen the movie. Actually, just saw this. He's one of my favorite actors. I'm going to have to go see this movie. Because the actor... Woo, hit the wrong button. The actor is Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage. I love him in everything he's in. If you ever seen Matchstick Men, that movie is awesome. Question number 3 in companies coming your way. In the decade of the 2000s, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Snoop Dogg, and Dwayne Wade all served as spokespersons for what cell phone service provider? Adaptation. I see it now. I didn't read it right. I apologize. Dave, you're 100% correct. Sometimes tough to read it in these glasses, but that's not an excuse. I still should have got that right. And I apologize. But you probably knew the movie anyway. It's on the screen just in case I don't read it right. All right. Funny side note about this question. This company really screwed me over. So if you want to make amends, please go ahead and sponsor my show. And then I'll talk all sorts of good things about you. But in the decade of 2000, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Snoop Dogg, and Dwayne Wade all served as spokespersons for what cell phone service provider? Love you too, Dave. Yeah, all sorts of choices. You had T-Mobile, you had Sprint, you had, I don't know, what else was around back then? Verizon. But it was T-Mobile. And they once gave me a $3,000 phone bill because they said I called from Minnesota to England, and then 5 minutes later I called from England to India, and then from India to Japan, and then back to Minnesota. I'm like, man, I am traveling really fast within 5 minutes. But they didn't care. They said it wasn't an error. I eventually got my money back. But ever since then, I left. Question number 4 in clubs. Bada Bing. I know how to pronounce that one. Is the name of the strip club owned by a title character in what TV series? Bada Bing. That is true. We do put the live broadcast. Thanks, Ryan. We do put this live show up every week, and then the archives are in the channel on Raider Live. And you can play other games. You know, this will be the 4th week we've been doing this, so there's 3 other episodes. If you want to play them, see how they've improved. They're only getting better. Tell your friends it's something to do on Saturday nights. All right, question number 4. Bada Bing is the name of a strip club owned by a title character in what TV series? That TV series is The Sopranos. Bada Bing. Bada Bing. So you can see it in the background there. Bada Bing. The Sopranos. One of my boy Bobby's favorite shows. Moving on to question number 5. In birds, what type of bird was once regularly used in the mining industry as a way to detect levels of toxic gases in a mine? Well, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. And while you're going back to those old shows, hit the thumbs up button, because I learned through editing and stuff last night that the more thumbs up a video gets, the more you're able to find it when searching on YouTube. So, every little bit counts. So if you're there, it's just a click of a mouse. You had to click the mouse a few times just to get there. So you might as well just give it a click on that old thumbs up for me as well. And then tell your friends to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you have multiple YouTube accounts, like I do, subscribe on all of them as well. Let's get to 100. We gotta be getting close. I feel like we had a lot of people come through here tonight. Alright, question number 5. In birds, what type of bird was once regularly used in the mining industry as a way to detect levels of toxic gases in a mine? Now, if you've ever seen the movie Silent Hill, they did it in that as well. They used them actually to detect when the monsters are coming around. But in the dealing with mines, a canary was brought with them. Because if a canary has the slightest amount of toxic gas in them, it'll drop dead. And if you see the canary drop dead, it's time to get out of there. Sad to say, but that's what they did. Moving on to question number 6. In Astronauts, Earthrise is the title of a photo taken by astronaut William Anders in 1968 during a mission that was part of a what NASA program? Nicole, I've been told by my son, who's 8 years old, that that's a dab. He does that all the time. He does the dabbing. He's a big Fortnite kid. Loves that. He actually has his own YouTube channel, too, where he plays Roblox games for other kids. I guess that's a thing with kids nowadays. They watch other people play video games. So if you have a kid that plays video games and likes to watch kids play video games, Roblox Will Plays Games is the name of his YouTube channel. Roblox Will Plays Games. Throw him that way. He loves it. He usually puts my stuff on. He's not going to be putting this coat on, I'll tell you that. But he'll put my hat and glasses on. He'll use my lights. And he'll be playing Roblox. He has a good time with it. That's an all kids channel. This is not, because we say words that kids should not be saying. But in question number 6, Earthrise is the title of a photo taken by astronaut William Anders in 1968 during a mission that was part of what NASA program? I need the name of the program. Not the name of the mission, but all the missions were called the same thing, actually. So, if you said the mission, you probably got it right, because that was the Apollo program, where we went to the moon. Earthrise. Beautiful picture. I used to have that picture. I wonder what happened to it. I used to have that framed in my first apartment. I wonder what happened to that. I don't know. Maybe it's in storage. Ma, if you find that in your garage, I'd like that back. I love that photo. That's one of the most beautiful photos I think has ever been taken. All right. Moving on to question number 7 now in samples. Gold Digger by Kanye West. He loves the fish sticks. Featuring Jamie Foxx, which hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2005, samples I Got a Woman by what American singer-songwriter who passed away in 2004? Hey, that's fair. All right, question number 7. Gold Digger by Kanye West, who loves the fish sticks. featured Jamie Foxx, which hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2005, samples I Got a Woman by what American singer-songwriter who passed away in 2004? He's in one of my favorite movies. That movie, of course, being The Blues Brothers. He was Ray Charles. Ray Charles. Hope you got that one right. Because we're moving on to question number 8. In Heroes. Heroes. What African-American folk hero is known for the legend of winning a race against a steam-powered drilling machine only to die afterwards from heart failure? Remember, each of these are worth 1 point in the first round. It's question 8 of the first round, then we'll have another mystery round, then another final question. Right, if you got that Chill 7 link that you could throw in the chat, if anyone wants to buy the Chill 7 album that we use every week for trivia, I highly recommend it. It's great to put on, just chill out, have yourself a Cavassier by the fire, just listen to some Chill 7 and relax and wait this thing out. Question number 8, what African-American folk hero is known for the legend of winning a race against a steam-powered drilling machine only to die from heart failure afterwards? That was John Henry. John Henry. Only thing I knew that one from was Reading Rainbow. I remember Reading Rainbow, LeVar Burton reading this one. I don't know why that stuck out, but I remember LeVar Burton reading that when I was in school. I think it was like first or second grade. I remember that. All right, let's move on to question number 9 in birth names. Birth names. Nikolai Rothschild is the legal married name of what? Of a woman who was born with what last name? So I need her maiden name. Nikolai Rothschild is the legal married name of a woman who was born with what last name? Yeah, just find Chill 7 on iTunes. We had the link last week. If you didn't have it handy, it's no big deal. Just go to iTunes, search Chill 7. You'll find it. The album is called Buzz's Fat Tire. I should have mentioned that. Oh, well, I hope you're ready for the answer because it just moved forward when I tried to figure out the answer. The answer was Hilton. That was Nikki's sister, or Paris' sister, Nikki. Well, enough time was passed on that one. I hope you got it right there. Nikolai Rothschild was the legal married name of a woman born with what last name? Hilton, Paris' sister, Nikki. Wonder why that moved forward. That was weird. All right, let's go to question number 10. As measured by a number of stations, what metro area has the largest subway system in the world with 424 stations? Once again, the category of stations. As measured by a number of stations, what metro area has the largest subway system in the world with 424 stations? Lots of places in the world have subways. All right, question number 10 in stations. As measured by a number of stations, what metro area has the largest subway system in the world with 424 stations? A lot of places. There's Boston, there's New York, there's London. They all have subway systems. But the one where the Ghostbusters went in New York City is the largest in the world. New York City. All right, that's it for round number 1 of game number 2 of the 1-point questions. Hope you got them all, or at least a lot of them. Because our mystery round for game number 2 category is colorful names. Name the well-known person with a colorful first or last name. I think you'll understand when you see it. So this is our visual mystery round. We always have a visual in game number 2. So I'm going to show you a picture of a known person with a colorful first or last name. You're going to write down 1, 2, 3, and 4 just like you did last game. Because I'm going to show you a picture. You write down their first and last name. And if you get it right, that's worth 2 points. So, here's the first one in colorful names. Name that person. The one in the middle. See the red arrow there? The guy with white hair and a blue tie. That guy. Name that guy. He has a colorful first or last name. Name that guy. There's a clue there. It says governor. Name that guy. Alright, the second one is name this girl. She's got a colorful first or last name. Name this girl. I know you've seen her. We've all seen her before. But do you recognize her? Do you remember what her name is? I hope you do, because it's worth 2 points. The third one. Name that guy. He's got a colorful name. He's on a TV show that I don't watch. I'm sure a lot of you do watch it. I don't. But name that guy's name. And then our fourth one. Name this girl's name. I don't know what show she's on. But I know she has a colorful name. Name that girl. Those are the 4 up there. In case you missed it, we got it up there. For the mystery round, each of these people have a colorful first or last name. I think you'll figure it out once you know at least one of them. You'll understand what colorful means. So, these are all worth 2 points. 2 whole points. 1, 2, 3, and 4 each are worth 2 points. Mystery round always kind of brings things together. Separates it or brings it close together. So, you guys ready? You know who these people are? Here we go. Let's take a peek at the mystery round answers. Here we go. First guy. That's Gray Davis. Gray Davis. Apparently he's a governor. I don't know. I didn't know him. I didn't write the question. But if you knew it, that's worth 2 points. Second one. That's Vanna White. Yeah, really, that is Vanna White. She's now the host of Wheel of Fortune. After decades and decades of turning over letters, she took over for Pat Sajak, I'm told. She's now the actual host of Wheel of Fortune. Notice the colorful name, White. And the first one was Gray. The third guy, on a show I don't watch, CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green. If you got that right, that's worth 2 points. And then the last person, who I don't know what show she's on. I don't know who turns the letters. I really don't. Maybe they got to the point of technology where they just press a button. I don't know. I haven't watched it since she took over. I just heard that the other day. All right. And then the fourth one is Sienna Miller. Again, I don't know what show she's on. I'm sure she's on something that's good. But I don't know it. But if you got that right, it's worth 2 points. Maybe Sienna Miller turns the letters. I don't know. Maybe. All right. So add those up. If they're all worth 2 points apiece. Game number 2, final question coming your way. The final question is worth 5 whole points. 5 whole points. So, the category is going to be 80s actresses. I hope a lot of you were alive in the 80s. Sure you were. It's worth 5 points in 80s actresses. You guys ready for the final question? I say that like I can hear y'all talk. Like I'm still at the bar saying, hey, who's ready for the final question? And I'd say, whoa, and then I'd say, I can't hear you. Whoa, louder. Okay, good. But since I can't hear you, I'm just going to assume you're all saying, yeah, let's go. Here's the final question of game number 2. Name 2 of the 3 actresses who had won Academy Awards prior to appearing in the 1989 film Steel Magnolias. I know I pronounced that one right. Once again, name 2 of the 3 actresses who had won Academy Awards prior, that's the key, to appearing in the 1989 film Steel Magnolias. Go ahead and think that one over a little bit. It is our final question of our final game this evening. We're going to play again next week, Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Time. For those of you that aren't in the Central Time block, figure out what time. We usually go live about 7:45 or so, just to make sure everyone can sign in. Show starts about 8 o'clock, maybe sometimes a little after 8, but try to get around 8. Also, check out my channel, Raider Live. All sorts of good shows on there. If you like boxing, Bruising Boxing is on there. We got a brand new show debuting tomorrow called Bruising Boxing Unanimous Decision, where we play a game called Trump or Tyson. We name a bunch of quotes, and you try to guess who said it, Donald Trump or Mike Tyson. It's a lot harder than you think it is, but it's a lot of fun. We had a good time with it. Also, check out future shows. We have Bruising Boxing releases every Thursday where we talk about boxing. Once again, I learned all sorts about editing last night, so it's going to look more and more professional, more and more like a sports show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you check that out with my friend Filthy Rich and then Judge Jimmy James. We also have, Ryan Hype with this beautiful jacket made. Done all the work putting this together on the event page. I really, really appreciate that. Go check out his website, poprocksrocks.com, and check out his YouTube channel, Pop Rocks Live. Please subscribe to that as well. Like all his videos as well. He does so much. He's also on my channel on Staying Home in Minnesota. We're going to try to do a few more episodes of that. We just haven't gotten around to it yet. We will. I also have a couple more ideas coming up for a few more shows, so please stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of different variety things on this thing while we're all stuck in quarantine, and even after that, when life comes back to normal. We'll still be doing fun things. So, final question's over. Hope you got it right. Name 2 of the 3 actresses who had won Academy Awards prior to appearing in the 1989 film Steel Magnolias. Sure, you all remember that. I watched that as a kid. I never liked it. Hated it. But I knew a lot of the actresses in it. Hopefully you thought of 2 of them that won Academy Awards. Here we go. First one was Sally Field. Sally Field won Academy Awards in Norma Rae and Places in the Heart. Both were before Steel Magnolias. That's one of them. You need to get 2 of the 3. The second one was Shirley MacLaine. She won for Terms of Endearment. I like the Archer version, Terms of Rampagement. Is that how he says it? Terms of Rampagement? I believe that's how he promotes it. It's a working title. I know he says that. But if you've never seen Archer, go check that one out. It's a funny show. Terms of Rampagement, I think, or I don't remember how he put it. But that reminded me of that. Shirley MacLaine's the second one. So, hopefully you get at least one of them or both of them, because the third one, you had to get 2 out of the 3. The last one was Olympia Dukakis for Moonstruck. Moonstruck. Also starred Cher in Moonstruck. Alright, thank you all very, very much for playing here. Thank you very much for joining us again tonight. Please check out the other shows on this channel. There's going to be a lot more different shows. We do trivia every Saturday night at 8 p.m. 18 points. Please throw your scores in the chat room. Let's see how well you did. Tell me who won your bets at home, too. Leave them in the comments. Got all 3. Good job, Kelly. 17. Wow, Deb, that's awesome. Buddha, thanks for the compliment. Great show. Thank you. Thank you. Looking the part. Got my new glasses here, too. I hope you guys notice those. Those go up and down as I talk here. Love seeing all you guys virtually every week. As I said, we do this every Saturday at 8 p.m. Go ahead, throw some more scores down there. We'll take more look. 14. Hey, that's a lot better, Samantha. Good job. I'm my mom's hero. That's great. Thanks, Ma. I love you. Stay safe. 18. Uh-oh. We have a correction. No problem, Jess. Hey, who won? Who won between you and Judge Jimmy James? 2 points. Ooh. 7. Hey, thanks, Glenn. Good seeing you in here. Tune in next week as well. We'll have another great show, and please subscribe up there. Tied again? You tied both games? Hey, thanks, Dave. Oh, she retracted the message. Hey, thank you, Brandon and Nadia. Appreciate it. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for showing up again. Hopefully we can all meet up again soon. Thanks, Glenn, for subscribing. And thanks for coming by. Look at some more scores here. Seeing a couple people with ties here. If you guys want, I do have a tiebreaker question. You didn't count again. I do have a tiebreaker question for those of you at home that have a tie game. If you want a tiebreaker, just so you guys can settle your bets. I have. All right. Here we go. Here's a tiebreaker question. 20. You took down Miss Jenny. All right. You won't get automatically subscribed or updates unless you hit the bell, I'm told. You have to hit the bell and subscribe to get the notifications. So if you've subscribed, thank you very much. If you hit the bell, then you'll get the notifications of new shows that are coming out, including our new show that debuts tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central is when I'm going to put that one out. Click the bell up there. Here's the tiebreak question for those that are tied there. In what year did Taco Bell open its 100th restaurant? The closest to the year is going to win between you two if you have a tie at your home. Whoever's closest. We're not going to go with Price is Right rules either. Just whoever's closest to the year. For those of you at a tie at home, you need to be able to get those bets settled. In what year did Taco Bell open its 100th restaurant? That's my tiebreaker question. Alright, and the tiebreaker question answer, I don't have a slide for it, obviously. Taco Bell opened its 100th restaurant in 1967. 1967. So whoever was closest to that wins the game. If you tied on that, hey, you're just going to have to settle with a tie game or flip a coin. Do something like that. Hey, all right, Filthy Rich, nice hit on the tiebreaker win. You'll see Filthy Rich in his in our new show tomorrow. Bruising Boxing, unanimous decision. Thank you, Brandon and Nadia. I hope you guys got the tiebreaker. Guys, I hope you had a lot of fun. Samsonite. I knew it started with an S, though. All right, this is Raider Live signing off. I appreciate you guys all showing up, and I can't wait to see you guys come back next week. Have a fantastic evening. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you later.